Hello to all of you out there. I am TJ. This is my review. This is episode 24 of my reviews, continuing my overall review of Kingdom Hearts in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 3, which is set to be the end of the entire Xehanort saga. And what a ride it's been. Oh, yeah, what a ride it has been. Well, I hope that you have kept up with the series itself of my reviews in preparation for Kingdom Hearts 2 because we're going to ride to work. Now, of all people to run into when you first get into Agrabah, you're going to run into Iago. You know, the little bird that was hanging out with Jafar and everything. But Iago explains to Sora that he had a change of heart and he had to get away from Jafar and everything. And once everything calms down after a group of Heartless come by and attack Sora, they go look for Aladdin. Well, they start to look for Aladdin, which he really hadn't been acting himself either. Instead of fact he now stays in the palace. He thinks that palace like boring. So he ventures out into the streets in search of adventure. Go figure, you know. You have to take into account that he's used to living the life of a street rat and not in royalty. So you're gonna have to expect that until he fully converts over, if he does. But at some point during their venture to find Aladdin, they actually find Aladdin and come and discover that a lone peddler in Agrabah is in possession of the lamp that contains Jafar. And knowing what damage Jafar caused in Agrabah the last time, Sora tries to plead and beg with the peddler in order for the peddler to relinquish control of the lamp to Sora. Of course, the peddler refuses, but gives Sora a chance to acquire the lamp if he was to bring him back, let's say, treasure fit enough for Sultan. So, of course, Sora and the gang heads off to the Cave of Wonders. Now, you can actually relax in this adventure to Agrabah, well, in this trip to the Cave of Wonders, because you don't have to necessarily fight the Cave of Wonders again to actually go inside. You can actually just walk right on in. But after going through some trials within the cave, in which there are new ones, by the way, the gang makes it to the treasure room, where indeed they find a treasure good enough for Sultan. They bring it back to the peddler, only to discover that he had taken the lamp from the peddler. And once you get back to Agrabah, you'll see that the peddler is giving you chase, in which it ensues right up into the palace gate. He ultimately comes up the winner of the tug of war and gains control of the lamp. Iago swoops in and takes it from him. Genie even comes in and makes an appearance, shakes Pete up a bit, but before feeling embarrassed and obviously outmatched, Pete calls for two Heartless, one made of blizzard, one made of fire, before he runs off and escapes. Now, the key to winning the battle against the Blizzard and Volcanic Lords is the reaction command. Anytime the reaction command comes up, be sure to capitalize on it, because it will give you an edge in a fight between the two. And of course, you know not to use ice against Blizzard and fire against the Volcanic Lord. How about when going up against the Volcanic Lord, use Blizzard, and when going up against the Blizzard Lord, use fire. Your Wisdom form will actually help out in this. Either your Wisdom form or your Valor form, depending on whether you have Goofy or Donald in your party, will also work as well. Me personally, I go to Wisdom form due to the fact that it amplifies your magic power, and the fact the fact you'll move across the zone rather quickly to try to avoid most of the Volcanic and Blizzard Lord's attacks. But with the two Heartless bosses defeated, Soren again steals away the lamp containing Jafar, and they go about their way. I hope you're in the mood to scream on the Twilight. Of course, it kind of wouldn't be, Halloween without no Halloween Town around. But the scenery with Halloween Town this time around is different. As when you get to Halloween Town this time around, you'll see that it has somewhat of a Christmas feel to it. And you'll see that Jack Skellington is well into preparing to take over the reins of Christmas. That would be bad, considering the fact that Jack Skellington is the pumpkin of nightmares, and knowing how kids are looking forward with anticipation to opening Christmas presents on Christmas morning, that would not bode well. Well, needless to say, when the gang touched down in Halloween Town, the first person they run into is Zero, which is Jack's faithful companion. Now, once again, much like their first adventure in Halloween Town, their appearance changed to fit that of Halloween Town. However, this does not affect their abilities whatsoever. They still have them all, so don't worry. Now, another different aspect as far as this adventure goes is that you'll be venturing into Christmas Town as well. You'll be you'll be going in between Christmas Town and Halloween Town in this adventure. Now, on that on that same factor, you'll be dealing with Lock, Shock, and Barrel again. Plus, you'll be dealing with a revived Oogie Boogie, courtesy of Maleficent. The the battle with Lock, Shock, and Barrel is only a preview to the battle that you'll have with Oogie Boogie. But this time around, Lock, Shock, and Barrel have a tag team partner in the form of the Prison Keeper. The Prison Keeper will have Lock, Shock, and Barrel imprisoned in its body, will devour one of them, and will pick up the abilities of the one that it swallows. But your battle with the Prison Keeper was just a ruse to buy some time for Maleficent to bring Oogie Boogie back up to full power. Of course, Oogie Boogie kind of revolts against Maleficent. Maleficent leaves in a huff, but does not count the fact that Santa Claus was already captured and tied to a conveyor belt where Oogie Boogie tends to do some bad, nasty things to him. Fortunately, Sora and the gang, alongside Jack Skellington, managed to stop Oogie Boogie again and save not only Halloween Town, but Christmas as well in general. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of my reviews. And from the looks of things, we're going to end up backtracking to backtracking to Twilight Town and Hollow Bastion. It seems like something's brewing up there. So we're gonna head to Twilight Town, see what's up.